Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jen and this is Jen Restyle and Fashion. Hey guys, come with me this week as I go to the Goodwill Outlet, see what great things I can find. I actually found some fabric that I brought home and I created this cow neck or halter top as well as palazzo pants. I really love the way this turned out. I'm going to do a separate video and show you guys how I created this, but listen out for my tips and tricks as you're going to the Goodwill Outlet. All right, you guys, if you're new here, you may not know this. I recently became a Goodwill creator. That allows me each month to bring you a thrift haul. This month, I went to the Goodwill Outlet. The bins can be very daunting. They can be very overwhelming. And there's just a few things that you need to think about if you're thinking about shopping the bins. Some of you have commented, when I go shop in my thrift stores, it looks like I'm at a Marshall's or a TJ Maxx, or, you know, it's laid out so nicely like a regular retail store. And it is. When you go to the Goodwill Outlet, or better known as the bins, it's very different. Those stores are like a free-for-all. There is no organization beyond the fact that books are put together, shoes are put together, shoes, boots, any kind of footwear, toys, seasonal items. And then you also have an area for like luggage and handbags and things like that. But everything else is dumped into the bins. Now, what is nice is that the bins are not very deep. I would say, I didn't measure them, but I don't think that they're more than 8 or 9 inches deep. You don't have to dig that much. Now, what happens is every hour or so, they replenish. So once a bin has been ransacked and picked through, they pull those bins out and they replace the entire row. There are groups of people who stay at the Goodwill Outlet all day long, and that's all they do is they shop the bins. For our purposes on this channel, we are shopping to find wearable items for the fall and winter. And when I tell you that I walked away with some really good pieces, I really did. And what I was trying to think of were some of the trends, like the burgundies, the browns, the leopard prints, the sweaters, the layering, jeans, suedes. That was my primary purpose. So I'm going to talk to you through the process of shopping the Goodwill bins. So I got to the store, back to the section with the shoes and kind of the more novelty items. And y'all, the bin was full of ties. Now, that's not normally what I would do. I would normally start in the back of the store and work my way to the front, because when I'm in the back, I just feel like I can see them coming in and out of the back. I'm able to kind of hear conversations going on in the back. I know when they're going to bring something out. Not a lot of people hang out in the back. And I promise you, the back bins are where I find some of the gems. Why nobody's back there shopping that back row, I have no idea. I have found a Brooks Brothers trench coat. I found brand new shirts, leather pants, leather jacket. Yeah. So let's get started and let's get into it. All right, you guys, I am here at the Goodwill Outlet. We are about to go in. I'm putting on my gloves. They do offer gloves here at the store for 50 cents a pair. It looks like folks are waiting for them to bring out some additional bins because folks are like standing around. So I'll show you guys. If you can see behind me, see all those people standing over there? They are waiting for them to pull the bins out and bring them to the back and replace them with new bins. It's a thing. I was over here. All right, let's get into these tips. First thing you want to do is arrive early. Second thing, like I mentioned, make sure you bring gloves. The third thing, you want to make sure you're shopping the perimeter first. And next, I want you to keep an open mind and stay focused. Stay focused on what you came for. You should approach the Goodwill bins the way you approach the grocery store. Take a list, go through those things on your list, and try not to get sidetracked. It's really easy. Now for my second visit to the outlets. Hi guys, I am coming to you from the Goodwill Outlet. Today we're going to do a little shopping for fall winter and see what we can find. If you've never been to the outlet, it's definitely an experience. This particular Goodwill Outlet is located in Romeoville, Illinois. So I've been here a couple times, but this time we're going in, we're specifically looking for fall and winter. We're going to see what kind of outfits we can come up with. So come on and join me. So luckily today it is a very light day. In fact, you can tell because there are tons of available carts. Just a couple things to keep in mind when you are at the Goodwill Outlet. A lot of times I wear gloves because sometimes I have to dig really deep into the bins and you just don't know what's going to be down there. I like to wear gloves because sometimes, especially with shoes, you know, people have been walking anywhere on the street and I just don't necessarily want to touch that. Also, I just did my nails last night to prep them to do my gel nail and I don't want to mess up my manicure. Just a quick background on the Goodwill bins. Now, the Goodwill bins is the location where the items that did not sell in the Goodwill retail stores end up. They bring everything over here and you're allowed to shop what's left over at a very low price, about $1.59 a pound. But still, you end up finding pieces, and it baffles me that still have tags on them and are in very good condition. So again, I encourage you, don't sleep on the bins because you can often find really good pieces. My next tip is to find a section where really nobody is hanging out and look through the items that are there. That way you don't have anybody in your space and you can lay things out and look at them and take your time. Okay, I think they actually sell water in here and they've got like some chips and stuff. So I am gonna take a break and get myself a bottle of water because I am parched. All right, so they're getting ready to bring another couple bins out. They're taking the old ones away. They're bringing some new ones out. And you can always tell because the folks who are really into this, they are like standing around waiting. They do it at the top of each hour. I'm gonna try to get in there and try to see if I can manage to get something. See, they're carting it away now. Okay, the next tip is to watch for the bins that are coming in and out of the back storeroom. This is when they are refreshing the bins. Make sure you're keeping an eye out and looking to see what they're bringing. And then go over to that section and be prepared for the new bins. Remember, not everybody is looking for the same thing. So you might think a bin looks picked over, but the thing that you want might be in there. For example, this woman tossed aside the fisherman sweater. I love those sweaters and I just went in and I grabbed it. Same thing with that leopard blouse and skirt. I grabbed it right away. All right, you guys, so these boots, I don't like all of this belt and stuff around it, but the boots themselves are actually not bad and they're size 7. So for the purpose of the campaign, I may end up just getting them. I'm gonna hang around and see if they put any more shoes out. If they don't, then we're just gonna go with these. It's unfortunate because I'm gonna take all of these straps and stuff off, but these will look really cute with the fisherman sweater and those skinny jeans that I got. All right, you guys, so it looks like they're not bringing out any more shoes. I found these. I really like this bronze color at the tip. All right, you guys, so now I'm ready to officially dig into my cart and figure out what we're keeping and what we are getting rid of. Look at this. Is that crazy or what? Could I get any more? All right, so we got 5 minutes left on this memory card to get through these items. All right, before I check out, I always go and grab a second basket and I go through my cart and review everything. This is super, super important to make sure you're not getting things that you don't need. Also, don't take on extra projects. Don't give yourself any extra work. If an item needs too much work, just leave it behind. I try to make sure I don't have more than one project. And once you get everything home, make sure you are washing, cleaning, deodorizing, sanitizing everything. I do have a video that you can take a look at that really breaks down the different ways that I clean all of my pieces. And I am planning to update that video since it is a little older. All right, you guys, now that we're done shopping, before I send the pieces to the cleaners, and even sometimes before I wash them while I'm waiting for a load to wash, I will put the clothes outside. I will spray them down with Febreze and I will let them just air out. And that really does help. Then I take the clothes, I put them in the washing machine. I do all the stuff that you all can listen to in the video. I do all of that twice, and then we're ready to get started ironing, coordinating, what have you. So at this point, all of that's been done. It usually takes me about a day. Because I am on a timeline to get the content created, then I'm doing this, very quickly. But I was able to drop off my pieces at the dry cleaner, get them clean and get them back before I had to do the photo shoot. So you guys will hear me talking a little bit about the photo shoot. In fact, I'll just cut away to me in the photo shoot. Hey y'all, so I'm out here. Rain finally stopped, but we are struggling because I'm losing light. Been different with this blazer to kind of style it better. The wind is blowing, it's cold. This is what y'all don't see. So I'm gonna put those burgundy pants on with the heels and the leopard blouse and see how that kind of runs together. Luckily this is an easy top. I could just put it on top of here and not even worry about it. All right, let me get this top off and get these pictures and let's get home. All right, so we're done with that. Now we're gonna do the burgundy pants and see how this matches with that. I'm actually thinking about shooting the rest of this from home because it's getting dark. I'm supposed to be at a gala at 6. I still haven't walked the dogs. I'm supposed to be at a fashion show tonight. Okay, so the rain has started raining and I gotta just do one more. These boots go to waste. I took all that time to take the straps off and everything, so I'm just gonna put on the jeans, tuck the boots down inside, and then put on the shirt, the blue shirt, and maybe the gray blazer on top, and just do a casual look. All right, I have on the blue shirt, I have on the gray blazer. All right, so I have on these boots. I'm not really sure how I feel about them, but let's do it. So you may have to redo this look at home because I think it looks a little bulky because I don't have on the skinny jeans. All right, we are done here today. All right, you guys, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's fun. I enjoy it. I hope you guys appreciate it and enjoy it as well. I love to keep bringing you guys these videos because I just feel like I feel like a lot of these things you guys have at home, and it's just a matter of opening up those closet doors, going in there, pulling stuff out, and making a list of the things that you need so that you can grow your wardrobe and just make you fall in love with your closet. And that's what I want. I want you guys to fall in love with your closet. And this trip to Goodwill Outlet definitely brought me some more love with my closet. Like I said, when I walked in there, y'all, the first thing I grabbed were the ties. I came home with this full bag of ties. I mean, I literally hit the tie jackpot. Normally, when I buy my ties in bulk from the thrift store, I pay about $5 for 6. So that's a little less than $1 for each. This is a great buy because I can buy a pound of ties for $1.59. Did y'all hear me? $1.59. Yeah. Yeah. And so I probably have 3 pounds of ties. So what are we talking? Like $4 for a pound of ties, for 2 or 3 pounds of ties? Yeah. That's what you want to do. Okay. Then, because we are focused on fall and layering and sweaters and bulkiness, we like the chunky sweaters. I don't usually buy a lot of sweaters, but for this campaign, I thought I would get sweaters. And when I saw that woman pass over that Fishman sweater, I was like, oh, she did that in front of the right person, because I love a good Fishman sweater. I love it. Y'all, this sweater is wonderful. And I washed it in hot water twice. Did it get fuzzy? Yes, it did. But you know what? I stretched it back out and I hung it up in my bathroom. And I turned the fan on as well as my oscillating heater. And that's how I dried my sweaters. I also grabbed this Zara sweater. It's a V-neck. It's a Zara V-neck sweater. It is like a lavender kind of color. You guys saw it quickly in the video, but so I like this sweater. I don't have anything like this, and I like it because I can hang like one side off of my shoulder, and I really like that look. And then I have this red kind of burgundy cardigan. It's by Forenza, and this is actually a mohair and acrylic blend. I also put this in the washing machine in hot water. Another great find, and I saw when the girl tossed the shirt over to the side, I was like, oh, is she gonna? And then when I grabbed the blouse, I saw there was a matching skirt, and I could not believe I found this leopard print blouse as well as a matching skirt. I could not believe it. Both are by the company George, by designs by Mark Bison. The blouse is an extra large, and y'all know I love that because this allows me to take it and turn it around and just mix and match it however kind of way I want. I can turn it backwards. I can tie it in the front. I can do it off one shoulder. I can button it, put it under the arm. Like, there's so much I can do with a blouse like this. And then we've got the skirt that matches. This is on trend. And when I was at Bloomingdale's and they had a blouse and a skirt, the blouse was $120. The skirt was, I think, $150. The coat was $300. I mean, I'm not knocking it. If that's what you want to pay for it, go ahead. And I think if you can't find it and you're not trying to search all over the world for it, by all means do it. But this was perfect for me to get with the trend for like under $1, you know? And again, I know that's not for everyone. And if it's not for you, you probably haven't gotten this far in the video. Then we also picked up 2 men's shirts. So I did get one with a button down collar, and then the other one is just with a regular collar. Both of these were wrinkle-free shirts, which I love. And I'm so glad I found this one because, you guys, that light blue shirt that I picked up last time, I'm going to cut it. And I was kind of having some reservations about cutting it, but now I have this. So now I have no reservations about cutting it. So we have those shirts, and I'll cut away so you can see how I styled those up. And then we'll go to my last few favorite pieces. All right, you guys, you know, I have to let my camera cool off. We are in the market for a new camera, so I'm doing my research on a new camera as well as a new microphone, but we're going to go with what we have right now. Okay, so let's get through these last pieces. So let's talk about the shoes. Now, I picked up these Via Spiga suede booties. I'm usually not a big fan of booties, but when I wear long jeans and I'm wearing boots on a day like today where it's 60 degrees, I still want to dress fall, but a boot is going to be hot. So these came in so handy, and I got them dirty during the photo shoot, but they were so good, y'all. They were so good. I just got to get the dirt off of them. I stepped into some leaves while I was taking the photos, but when I got these, the wear was on the bottom, but you saw in the initial video, like not a scratch, nothing. It's nice to have a little pop of color. When I was looking for a handbag, which was really a struggle, and I think I just got there too late, I found this red clutch. I was so glad to find it because it really just kind of tied in with the booties in the photo. I am starting to really love gray and red. I think I'm in my gray era. This leather jacket that I thought first was faux leather. And when I looked at the sleeves, I was like, oh, that looks interesting. And then I started to feel it, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is a 100% leather jacket. And what was so nice about it, it has a zip in, zip out hood on the inside to give you that extra kind of layer. And it says it's a large, but y'all, this thing fits me so snug. Like, I tried to put it on over a sweater, and the sweater shed all on the inside of it, but I couldn't get my arm in it. So this is definitely a woman's jacket, and I love it so much. It's not pure black, it's more like a slate. And when I saw this on the back, I was like, oh, this is probably leather, because this is a little like leather suede hook in the back. And then yeah, when I saw the tag, I was just like, it's great. Keeping with the gray theme, I found this gray silk blouse, and what I love about it are the sleeves, how they've got kind of this double bubble sleeve, and I like the little detail at the top. I think that's so nice. It buttons in the back, and I put this on up underneath this gray men's blazer. Again, y'all, I'm in my gray era. And then I put a belt over it, and I'll put that picture up. But when I found this belt and I saw this really nice buckle, I was like, yeah, this is going to go with a lot of stuff. So this on top of there with the jacket. Y'all, this was a moment. It was a whole moment. And then I threw the jeans on. And so the jeans just made it nice and casual with the red suede booties. And then last but not least, platform boots. Now, when I saw these, I immediately thought about my models. But then I was like, you know what? These are actually kind of cute and can be kind of hot depending on what it is I'm wearing. So these are going to stay. I'm keeping them. At first, I wasn't going to keep them, but I was like, one, I could probably use them for a show. And two, who knows when I might want like a really high heel. This is like a 5 or 6 inch heel, but it's got a platform on it, so it doesn't feel so bad. Definitely holding on to those. These shoes, I mean, I got them because I needed a neutral heel to go with this cow neck halter and these satin Merlot pants. Y'all, this was perfect next to that. See how that copper goes next to that? It was just perfect. It gave the perfect little, it was so much better than trying to wear the black boots. And I couldn't really find a lot of shoes because, again, they don't change the shoes out as much. And then last but not least, these boots. I really did want a pair of boots. And they didn't have, like, you got to get there early. If you're trying to get shoes, you need to get there early because they're probably only going to change the shoes out maybe 2 or 3 times during the day. But you saw these in the store and they had those straps all over them, those with the gold hardware. And I just did not like that at all. I like the color. They're kind of a wine, kind of deep wine color. They're like a faux suede. And I thought that was nice. And you guys, I hope that this was helpful. I hope you learned a little bit about shopping the bins. Shopping the bins can be such a fun, exhilarating experience. For me, I just get a lot of joy out of searching for things. Like, it was tough. I had to eliminate some things. And I had to remind myself I was shopping for the campaign. I wasn't necessarily shopping, trying to build my wardrobe, because I feel like I have built out my wardrobe a substantial amount. And I had to stay focused, and so that was what was difficult for me, is narrowing it down so that I could get like 8 to 10 outfits and knowing that I didn't need to do any more. I did get another pair of jeans. I haven't shown those to you guys yet. I'm going to do an upcycle for those. I don't think I showed you guys the little bustier from Akira that still had the tags on it. Ooh. We're going to have to lose a little weight. But you guys, I've been wanting one of these for a while. So now I have one. And I can wear this over a dress or a shirt. And also was brand new with tags. This was $30. You see that tag on there? It's $30. Stay hydrated. Bring yourself a snack. Sustenance is key. But have a good time. And I may throw the Goodwill Outlet on the survey to see if you guys are interested in going while you're here. I don't know if y'all ready for that yet. But okay, thank you guys so much for joining. And I'll see you right back here next week with another video. We'll be talking about some fall outfits. So I can't wait for you to see that. I'm really excited about showing you guys my new in pieces. All right, you guys, have a great one. Bye.